Well, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. Excuse me, my windscreen broke, so I don't have it on right now. But let's get right into the news. We got Jay Prince. Okay, so Jay Prince out of Houston. Okay, probably the most feared guy and most respected guy in Houston. Brought us Scarface, Bun B, Pimp C, a lot of other people, and Drake, his son brought us Drake and everything. So anyways, he was always a target in Houston by some DEA agents. And he goes into detail on what happened. Okay, so there was some ex-DEA agents named Chad Scott. And this guy was trying to basically take him out. Okay, they were targeting him. And finally, he got some justice. Okay, he said, here's a man that tried to take my life and take my freedom amongst the lives and the freedom of so many others. This is the face of an ex-DEA agent that tried to destroy the rap movement in the beginning with Rap-A-Lot. If he had been successful, a lot of you wouldn't be enjoying the music you like today. I wrote in my book, The Art of Science and Respect, about corruption of ex-DEA agents, Jack and Chad Scott. I believe it was an attempt to take me out. They weren't successful at killing me, however, they killed and destroyed the livelihoods of so many black and brown homies in Houston by breaking some laws. The same laws that Chad Scott is now charged with today. I mean, that's karma, okay? He said, for example, a friend of mine named Lamar Burks is serving a life sentence for something he's innocent of, under the influence of Jack Schumacher and Chad Scott, and prosecutor Craig Goodhart, who also engaged in hiding evidence and coercing witnesses in two other high-profile murder cases. One case involving Katy, football coach, who was Goodhart, and another prosecutor hid evidence leading to a new trial for the coach. I hope Lamar Burks receives justice and freedom in the near future. Today, Chad Scott is on trial at Hale Boggs Federal Building in New Orleans, facing charges he escaped from in Houston over a decade ago. So I hope the people of Louisiana make sure he receives the type of justice that is just us receives, if you know what I mean. If any of you happen to have any family or friends that have been victimized by this rogue DEA agent, don't allow fear to keep you in the bondage of not fighting back. This guy left a trail of blood from Houston to Louisiana, destroying lives. It's very necessary to send a message to the corruption of Chad Scott. Now, this is happening across America, not just with DEA agents, with police officers and all kinds of agents that abuse their power. And luckily, Jay Prince was able to escape that. He moved into doing legitimate business, and this guy was trying to take his freedom from him. Now, Jay Prince also said, what's understood this in a retrial, embattled ex-DEA agent Chad Scott quickly found guilty on 7 corrupt counts. So it came in that he was guilty, and he said, what's understood doesn't have to be said. Read the whole article on NOLA.com. It took 2 tries, but the government finally got Chad Scott. The former Drug Enforcement Administration agent has been the center of a sweeping federal investigation since the early 2016, but when special prosecutors took the case against the once decorated agent to trial earlier this year, the jury deliberated for more than 2 days and was unable to keep up with the verdict. But prosecutors tried again, and on Tuesday the jury took less than 2 hours before returning a guilty verdict on all 7 counts. So he was in falsification of government records stemming from his actions leading a North Shore-based drug task force that patrolled the I-12 corridor. The quick verdict capped a 7-day trial. Scott's second, he faces another federal trial on different counts. The jury of 6 men and 6 women. 3:30 announced 5 p.m. A verdict. Scott remained stoic as the verdicts were read, staring down at his hands in his lap. His mother and wife sobbed quietly. He was ordered Scott to remain under house arrest. This is the other one. Hearing next week will determine if he will be jailed pending sentencing. If he will be jailed. Jeez, he should. I mean, he ruined people's lives. Scott has been out on bond since he was arrested in 2017. Yeah, these guys usually don't go see jail time because they always say, oh, it's a risk, you know. He says, a crowd of supporters, many tight-knit group of water skiers? What? I don't know what's going on with this article. But anyways, we'll have to see what happens there. But this is just, you know, this happens every day in America, man. Things like this need to be brought to the light and justice needs to be done, you know. I saw Jay-Z earlier talking about something totally different, you know, just youth in America and why they get harassed by cops and everything. And he says it's because they have no fathers. I mean, that's a little crazy to me. I think it's a little deeper than that, bro. I think it's a lot to do with an environment. It just has a lot to do with police harassment, stuff like that. You know, eventually you can only get harassed so much. You know, that's basically it. You can only get so much harassment, man, before you snap. So we'll have to see what's going on with that, man. But Jay Prince is a man of respect, commands respect, and doesn't back down from a fight, man. So, you know, he took it as far as you could take it with that guy and beat it, you know. But this guy ruined a lot of other lives, and he needs to pay for it. What else is going on out here? I'll just give you some quick news. Since it's connected to, you know, YBN's connected to Jay Prince. He's dating Naomi Osaka. He said he prepared her for the U.S. Open. He said, I make sure she did that. She's in the house early and asleep on time. This guy said, I let her do her thing, you know what I'm saying? Just show love, motivate. She know what she doing. All right. Well, you know, you need support in your life. For everybody needs support. Let's talk about this. Just getting off topic. KFC Beyond Meat. Let me try to put it up there so I can change. So KFC put out this thing called Beyond Meat. Okay, we've heard of Beyond Meat. They're a huge company now that they have IPO'd on Wall Street, and you know people really like this stuff. But I have a question to ask: like, what are we doing here? Are we doing this for our bodies, or are we doing this for just not taking animals' lives? You know, because I've looked into this stuff because I was thinking about maybe I should go, you know, plant-based. Well, certain things didn't make sense to me right away. Okay, and you know, if you're a vegan out there and you're eating this, there's no offense to you, man. I'm just having an open conversation about it, okay? So I know, okay, I've been on a juice diet before. I've been on a salad thing, you know, for a long time, for months. You feel better, okay? There's something to not eating a lot of starches and a lot of meat, okay? There's definitely, I'm not refuting that. There is something to that. It makes your body function better, because if you think about it, it takes a lot of energy to break down meat, period. You know, it takes a lot of energy to digest steak, chicken, turkey. That's why a lot of people eat like turkey and stuff, because it's easier to digest than steak. So the one thing they tell you to stay away from is processed foods. Okay, so like, think about this. Like, when you go to the sandwich aisle and you're getting that roast beef and the turkey, I always wonder, like, how do they get in that shape? Well, they got to process it. So it's same with hot dogs and stuff. Even though they're delicious, okay, we know they're not the best things for us, right? So the Beyond Meat, I mean, that's processed vegetables. There's a lot of stuff in there, preservatives, stuff to get it like that, you know? And this is what I don't get. If you're gonna go plant-based, you might as well just eat the plants, bro. It doesn't gotta look like chicken. I know it's like a good segue into being plant-based, but like, you're still really just like eating chicken. Like, you know, it's like, if you're gonna go all the way, man. You know, I don't get this. Like, there's something very processed about all this stuff. Like, you know, how do they make this taste like a hamburger? Vegetables, you know? It's not magic, okay? It's processed. So if you're really gonna eat healthy, and I'm really just doing this for myself, just talking. You gotta just eat salad and stuff like that, you know. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get a wind filter tomorrow morning. I know this is a little bit annoying. I'm not using my other mic. I'm using this mic, and unfortunately, the wind filter is broke on this mic. So, anyways, you know, you can hear all the S's and the p. Anyways, I'll fix that. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to drop this video at early in the morning at 8 a.m. It's 3 a.m. right now, so I'm not going to drop it because nobody's going to watch it. I'll drop it at 8 a.m. and then I'll drop another one at 10. I'm going to try to get back on schedule. I'm dropping 10 videos a day again. I know I've been lacking for the summer, but I've had a lot of projects to do, meaning like just stuff around the house and stuff that I'm just trying to get things up to date, you know. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys, and I hope you're having a positive Sunday. You know, God bless you all. I appreciate you guys. Positive vibes. I'll check you on the next one.